Alright my friends, so finally we have our boy Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which many people have been waiting for, so we are going to take a look at his kit and we will see how broken he is, because yes, he is going to be broken for sure. Now don't forget to let me know your opinion about his kit in the comments section below, and before we start don't forget to subscribe, like and share to support the channel, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So as you can see, first of all, he is going to be element green, in case you are wondering what he is going to be. Now his main ability, draw the ultimate arts card Soaring Dragon Celestial Wave. Next, restores own health by 30% and ki by 60%, restores own unique gauge by 50% and seals enemies Rising Rush for 10 timer counts, seals all enemies main abilities for 10 timer counts. All of these abilities are really amazing. They are going to be extremely helpful, especially the seals enemies Rising Rush for 10 timer counts. In case you enter the battlefield and you know that your enemy is going to try to Rising Rush you can just use your main ability and you will be able to seal the Rising Rush, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now his the ability, it is going to be plus 5% to special move damage inflicted by Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyans, okay, pretty interesting. And 42% to attack Hybrid Saiyans, some family of course. Oh wow, okay, these are the only ones. Huh. Okay, that's interesting, that's very interesting. These are the only two tags he is going to buff, huh? I mean, we all know that he's going to be used on this tag, nothing else, but this is pretty interesting for sure. Base strike and blast defense, okay? He's going to be defensive type unit, apparently. His ultra ability, it is going to be for Hybrid Saiyan characters. Okay. Okay, they want to try to force you to use him on the leader slot in case you want to use him with some family characters, just because of the fact that if you use him on the leader slot, you are going to have to use Ultra UI Saiyan Goku on the normal slot, and that means that either you are going to use the Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on his full power, or you are going to use the Ultra UI Saiyan Goku on his full power, not both of them, which is actually a pretty great idea from them. I really like that. This is going to be very destructive for the Son family team, and that is very good because the Son family team is right now the best team in the game, unfortunately. So we have to basically lower their ability to become even more broken than what they are right now. So this is a very good thing, I believe. Anyways, the strike, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation, which is very good. And it seems like, or no, it is actually for 10 timer counts. So, but it seems like it is actually stacking, which is very good. So that is good. Blast, plus 15% to blast damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, like seriously. The exact same ability on both. Okay, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot actually. Since it is on both of them, it's going to hurt. Because it's not saying plus 15% to strike damage or to blast damage, it's saying to damage inflicted. It's overall damage inflicted. This is actually going to hurt a lot. Special move. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation, plus 50% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, applies attribute upgrade minus 20 to enemies sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts. Now, the thing about his special move is that it has a counter, because they said it already in the video. Counter will activate upon any enemy's arts attacks while in fighting pose, excluding certain moves. Okay, applies the following effects to self when counter activates. Randomly draws one new card, restores ki by 50, cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So he is going to basically draw a new card, restore ki, 50 ki, so that in case this new card is a special move, he is going to be able to use it again immediately. and cancels attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions. Now the thing is, apparently there is nothing that can actually stop him from countering. He can counter as many times as he wants as long as he has special moves in his hand, which is going to be pretty terrifying, to be honest, because if he is going to counter you every time you try to strike attack him or green card him with something that is going forward or a special move, then that is going to be pretty insane, to be honest. Like, seriously, if he is going to do it every single time, that's going to hurt a lot, and it will be terrifying as well, because you would be terrified of using anything that is basically moving forward, and even if it's not moving forward, you might be caught actually while doing a blast attack with his special move, because apparently his special move is actually a beam attack, not a charging forward attack. So that is that. Special skill. Applies the following effects to self upon activation: randomly draws one new card, restores ki by 50 plus 25% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Okay. The following effects occur on hit: cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, inflicts all enemies with 3 substitution counts. Okay. And it is comboable. Is it going to be... This is a wide range special arts, yeah, it is going to be an AoE special skill. So if the counter wasn't enough for you, he has also an AoE special skill. Yeah, this guy is going to be broken already. Without even reading his unique abilities, he is already broken. Ultimate. Deals supreme impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation: plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, nullifies enemies restore health when it reaches 0, effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts, also nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 5 timer counts if there are 2 defeated battle members. Okay, that is a little bit of a problem, but still it is better than nothing in case you are trying to do a comeback with him. Applies the following effects to enemy on hit: destroys all cards, reduces ki by 100 and nullifies blast arts when charging forward. This, okay, applies the following effects to enemy on hit. He nullifies the blast arts. He doesn't actually have blast shield. He nullifies the blast arts, so his own ability isn't going to work against him unless he can nullify even the nullification of blast arts, which I doubt he does. So I think that this is actually going to be perfect against himself. So that's good. Unique ability 1. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts: plus 170% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70%, 170% by the way, plus 40% to ki recovery, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. So everything here is the usual one, but this is ridiculous. This is stupid, absolutely ridiculous. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield: randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores ki by 30. These 2 abilities are always the best abilities you can give to a character. Absolutely phenomenal abilities, because they allow you to continue the combo without fearing that you won't draw a card or you won't have enough ki. This is actually a very good choice for them. Plus 50% to damage inflicted, it cannot be cancelled and it cannot be stacked, so he does it only once and that's it. Minus 5 to arts costs for 15 timer counts. This is also very good actually. Also applies the following effects to self if there are 2 defeated battle members: randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate arts card Soaring Dragon Celestial Wave. Oh wow, he can draw 2 ultimate arts, huh? Okay, so he has the same ability as Ultra Super Gogeta. Plus 70% to damage inflicted, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 20 timer counts, restores unique gauge by 100%, nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0, effects when this character attacks. This is just ridiculous. He can just nullify the enemies, restore health when it reaches 0 by just attacking them. No ultimate is needed, no special move is needed, no nothing is needed. You can just literally tap them and they would die. This is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. Restores unique gauge by 20%, applies buff effect, nullifies enemies special action that activate when changing cover for 5 timer counts. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies destroy card effects for 5 timer counts. Activation counts reset after character switch. Every time he uses strike or blast arts card, he can nullify enemies special action that activate when changing cover for 5 timer counts, but this is only once, so that's good. This actually makes it way less than what I thought that it would be at the beginning, but it activates only once, so that's good. Then he nullifies also enemies destroy card effect for 5 timer counts. So if a character can destroy your cards when it changes cover with cover change, or if the character has an ability that once it reaches a certain percentage of HP, it can destroy your cards, this is going to help you keep your cards safe, which is very good as well. Applies the following effects to self upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Randomly draws 1 new card, restores ki by 25, activation can't reset after character switch. Applies the following effects to self when this character performs a vanishing step based on the number of defeated battle members, 1 or more battle members, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 10 timer counts. This is actually very good. Activation count resets after character switch. 2 battle members, restores vanishing gauge by 70%. Okay. Unique ability 2. This whole thing was just unique ability 1. Reduces impact damage received by 15%. It cannot be cancelled. Restores own health by 40% once it reaches 0. So he himself has actually endurance, which is pretty broken as well. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack, and it is comboable with special move arts. While this character is in one of the following states, its own unique gauge is at 30% or more, consumes entire unique gauge to counter enemies' strike arts and most forward charging and other special move and special arts, activates 3 times. At 30%, it doesn't even have to be actually at full, okay? Slide moving or stand still. Sidestepping to the left or right, receiving an attack. So basically, he has the same unique gauge as the one that Janemba has. Excludes abnormal conditions and special states caused by certain arts. Excludes changing cover. So basically, this means that if the Kid Goku, the GT Kid Goku, uses his special skill on him and then uses a strike attack, the counter won't be activated because Gohan would be under abnormal condition and therefore he won't be able to basically counter the attack. So that's good. Own unique gauge will disappear after counter activates 3 times. This character's unique gauge decreases while they are on the battlefield and recovers while they are on standby. So the difference between it and Ultra Janinba's counter is that Ultra Janinba fills up, and once it's filled up completely he is going to counter, while this one is decreasing, and as long as it's higher than 30% it is going to basically counter, and then it will be empty and you need to recharge it. So that's the difference between them. And you can basically combo the counter with an ultimate art or special move art. The following effects also occur when counter activates: restores own ki by 50, cancels on attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, shortens allies substitution counts by 5, destroys all of your enemies' cards. Okay, so even if you don't have anything to counter the enemy with, it's still going to give you a very good advantage against your enemy, so that's really cool. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield: restores own health by 10%, activates twice, reduces enemy ki by 30, activates twice. Activation counts reset only once when 2 allied characters are defeated. Okay. So these are going to be used only once, like each one of them are going to be used twice, but once they are done, you can't use them again until 2 of your allied characters are defeated, which is actually not that great, but still, he can ruin your first combo on him with these abilities, so it's understandable. Anyways, he looks absolutely broken, He is going to destroy the meta, especially with the fact that you can basically use him on some family. Even though they tried their best to make it actually less likely to use him on some family, you are still going to want to use him on some family because there is nothing else that you can use him on, unless you want to use him with a full team of hybrid Saiyans, which you can also do. But aside from the transforming beast Gohan, who else are you going to use with them? There is nothing. There is literally nothing. So yeah, I think that it's going to be optimal to use him on some family, but hybrid Saiyans also are there for sure. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. Let me know your opinion about him in the comments section below, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.